Hello and welcome back to my Intro to Blender series. This is the second video I'm doing, the second tutorial, and as you can see I want to do something more ambitious for this one. It's a wine glass. I think we could do it within a reasonable amount of time. It gives me the opportunity to show you how to model, so you can start modeling objects and to apply basic materials. And while doing that, we can create something that looks interesting and so that you have something to shoot for. Alright, so let's get started. Open up Blender. Oh, and by the way, any images that I use for this tutorial I'll be providing in links below the video. Okay, so typically I like to delete everything, so let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, let me apply. Turn that on for the keys. Okay, so I push A, you can see that, and I push X to delete everything. Okay, so I want to split the window. You already know how to do that. Left click and drag. I push T to eliminate these extra toolbars there. Okay, so I want to change this view. Let's say to a UV image editor. I would like to open one of the images that I have. This one is a reference image of a wine glass, so we can get started looking at something and having an idea of what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna do this in side, like a front view. Yeah, front view is okay. Alright, so yeah, so we're gonna start modeling like that. So first thing is we're gonna add a circle. Let's adjust how many vertices are created there by pushing T to bring this up over here. Down below we can adjust how many vertices by clicking and dragging. We can adjust how many we want, and let's see, that looks okay. Okay, and let's go back in like a side view. The front view is okay. Okay, and just tab into edit mode and try to mimic this profile here. Extrude by E. I'll constrain to the Z axis. Scale it down. Now if you want, it's probably easier for me to view this in wireframe mode. Push Z to enter wireframe mode while in edit mode. Let's see if I can't mimic this profile here. Edge loop selection. I didn't show you the last time, but this is obviously a loop that's going around with these lines you see here. To select all of them, hold down Alt and right click, and it selects the edge loop, it's called. Okay. I'll do the same for, do the same for here. Grab. You can eliminate this bar by hitting T on the keyboard. So all I'm doing is just extruding, just trying to mimic the profile as much as I can here of this wine glass. Oops, okay, I pushed A, okay, E. Now if you see here, just select the edge loop, Alt, right click to select that edge loop if you lose it. And then keep extruding out. Constrain to the Z axis by hitting Z after you extrude it. See, I think we're almost done with that part of it. See, does that look like a wine glass? I wanted the top to be a little bit more, I don't know. I guess that looks okay. Then the bottom, make sure those are selected, extrude. Extrude again, but click out of it by right clicking it and then scale. Do the same thing here, right click to get out, scale. And the final, just get it like as close to a point right there as you can. Now another way to select is by pushing C, and that brings up this little circle. You can control the size of the circle by the scroll wheel on your mouse, and that is a nice little selection tool also. It's perfect for this little guy right here. C, and then just left click that. Now to merge, I want to merge this to one point. So to do that, you hit Alt M, merge at center, and that should be 1 point. Okay, we got that finished. Now I want to put some thickness here to the wine glass itself. Extrude, scale it. Extrude again, but constrain to the Z axis. Oops. Okay. If you lose it, just grab it again and push Z. I want to be inside view for this one. You see it kind of bellows out more, about a little bit thicker at the bottom. I'm going to try to mimic that a little bit just as best as you can to get that realism. Does that look okay? I think that looks okay. Okay, let's finish off here at the bottom here. I think we can just go in. Okay, just make sure that part of it is only selected. Do the same thing to merge points by Alt M, merge at center, and that should have provided us with a nice little point right there. I think that's pretty much it. I just want to make sure we're on top of the x-axis here, the plane. Grab it and move it up a little bit. Okay, that looks okay. Now you might be wondering, that doesn't look like anything. It's just okay. So we're gonna smooth it out. Okay, so you push T to open this up. You shading. You go to smooth. That does a little bit of work, but it still looks kind of clunky looking. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you to a modifier, and the modifier is over here. It looks like a wrench. You click the wrench. And then add modifier, you click that and you go down here under generate, you go down to subdivision surface. And that's a very commonly used modifier in Blender. Set the view to 2 to get a good idea of what you're looking at here. And that looks pretty good. I think that's passable for a decent wine glass, okay? Wow, it's already 10 minutes in this video. Okay, so in the picture I showed you, I had a couple of wine glasses, so let's take care of that. So Shift D to duplicate. No, actually, before we do that, let's add a material. So you go to here to the little circle disc here. You click that. This is materials. You click new. Well, first is go into cycles. Sorry, delete that, and then go to cycles, and then click new. Okay, and then here it says diffuse. Not for wine glass. We want glass. There we are. And that gives us a glass material. Okay. And to check that, you go here, rendered view. That looks like a pretty decent glass material. Okay, I think I'm out of time for the modeling section of this tutorial. To finish this off, I think I'm going to actually upload another separate video. I'm trying to get the hang of doing this with the time limit constraints, with the video capture program that I have. Alright, so just check back for the other videos so we can finish this off, okay?